morning. It's going to be an unusual day today for me. The temperature says it's going to be around 42. It's always a little bit cooler here and there's a slight breeze blowing, so I'll probably get around 39, 40. But that's still an upsetting kind of temperature in an area where bushfires are not uncommon. And they usually come about every 40 years. And we're getting close to that now. Within the last one, I lost my house, so the next one I'm slightly more prepared for. In the last one, I'd only just finished putting verandas right around my house when the house burned down. And next week I'm having all my trees, I don't know what you'd call sculpted. So I hope that doesn't foretell anything drastic. Thing that I did this time that I didn't have the opportunity to do last time was go around and take a video of everything in the house and kind of talk about the various collections that I have. If something happened to the house, I don't think that I would try and reclaim those collections, but it is interesting. I was kind of talking to myself when I was talking regarding those collections. This morning we're going to do the tarot number 4, the Emperor. And by the way, hi to those lovely people who are watching me from China. I'm told it is difficult to Google there in spite of their advanced technology, but I hope that they can eventually work out a way that makes this easier than what they're doing at the moment. So thank you, my Chinese people, for my Chinese clients and students and customers for logging on. I know how difficult this is for you and I congratulate you. The Emperor. The Emperor is one of my favorite cards. Well, I don't know if favorite is the right word. It's one of the cards I respond to most easily. This card is the father figure of the tarot deck. And you know, when I draw this card, I really think my mother is in the room with me. Because she's really, really paying attention to what I'm doing. It's hard for me to be objective about this card because in my family, my mother was the emperor. She was the provider. She was the one that had the plans. She was the one who moved forward. She was the one who protected. My father kind of drifted along behind, climbing ladders and fixing and mending when directed to do so. So my mother established the kingdom. My mother was the one who made the plans. My mother was the one who had to use her wisdom and experience in order to protect the kingdom. And in a way, that role has fallen to me. And in this century, I think it really does fall to a lot of us, to females, to be the ones who are the protectors and providers. So this is a very unusual card to pull out of the deck, and one of great significance. It could indicate that you are going to become a parent in the near future, or you will acquire a parent or a partner or an authority figure. It also could mean that it's time to watch for a genetic marker that might indicate that you have a physical problem that could or is apparent, that is genetic, that is an hereditary link to your ancestors. I've spoken about hypermobility many times, and this is a genetic disorder, a mutation of collagen, that, if you pay attention, could explain to you a lot of things that are going on in your life and in your body. So this card tells you to focus on your goals. I haven't shown you the card. Here's the card. Here's the card. It's a great card. The king is very regal there with his beard, which is all about power, and it's done in the Egyptian way. And he's got a very regal throne, which shows his authority, and the path, which shows that he has come through trials and tribulations, and he is on the path. He isn't there yet, but he's still on the path. The path is getting narrower, as these paths do. So focus on your goals and really work them out before you express them, because expressing your goals is part way to achieving them. So if you decided to achieve them, please make sure that they are solid and useful. So in this card, you'll also see the Emperor holding the wand with the Ankh that represents the Ankh, and the orb, and the cup of knowledge and spirituality, and the olive branches to talk about peace and kingdom and coming out of a troubled time, like coming out of the ark. So this emperor wears all the symbols of authority and is truly a river to his people. It's very hard to live with an emperor, I have to tell you, because their word is law. Theoretically, they've thought about things. Now you have to do it. Emperors are usually systematic and strategic thinkers. They are models of structure and stability. You might like living with one, but they will take you on a very, very considered, usually profitable and very stable ride. There is nothing, if they take risks, if it looks to you like a risk, it isn't a risk. They've thought about it for a long time. If you get the card reversed, this is a person who dislikes authority figures and is having problems. There's a lack of maturity in their thinking. So if you've got a reverse card, it's time to think about where you are and where you're going. You could get our yoga videos, look back at the yoga ones, and read up about the yamas and the purusharthas, because the yamas are all about how to live your life successfully, and the purusharthas are all about the aims of your life. So in spite of the fact that you have a great desire to get your material plans manifested, you have to be able to take responsibility for them. And if you've got a reverse card, that probably isn't you. The real emperor is somebody who is standing on solid foundations, understands who he is and where he is, and he is ready to take authority. He is the authority figure. He has the knowledge. He has the way forward. He's thought about it, he's planned about it, he knows. So yes, it's a very exciting card, this one. Very much the masculine principle, and somebody whose authority is achieved by wisdom and patience and kindness. An authority figure in the same way that the Dalai Lama is an authority figure. He doesn't thump people. He's kind, but still gets the job done. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. My house is about 25 degrees. No air conditioning, but beautiful. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.